How are you all? Hope you all are good and enjoying my videos and learning from them. See beta, class 10. We have discussed exercise 10.1 and we have started 10.2. I think you all have got the part 1 of exercise 10.2 where we have discussed 4-5 questions from exercise 10.2. Okay, now without any delay I am going to start further questions. See beta, once again I am telling you, in last lecture I was shuffling the questions but no question will be left. Okay, don't worry. Now without any delay, question number 4, 10.2. Question number 4, 10.2. This is for class 10 lecture. See beta, what is given? Everybody read the statement. Prove that the tangent drawn at the end of diameter of a circle are parallel. See beta, if you have watched introductory lecture where I have told you that a circle can have two tangents parallel at the most. Two tangents parallel at the most. Now this time is this theorem we have to prove tangents passing through the endpoints of a diameter, or you can say the endpoints of diameter are point of contact between two tangents and the circle, then the tangents are parallel. Here we have to prove this. See beta, suppose this is the circle. Suppose this is the circle and AB is its diameter. AB is its diameter. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove these two tangents are parallel passing from A and B. AB is the diameter, O is the center. This is tangent 1 and this is tangent 2. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to prove T1 is parallel to tangent. Okay, now I am going to start. This is fourth question of 10.2. What is given here? What is given here? You can see a circle is there, AB is diameter, two tangents passing from A and B. A circle COR is given. Okay, AB is its diameter and what is given? And two tangents T1 and T2 passing through A and B. Two tangents passing through A and B. Done? Now see, what we have to prove? We have to prove T1 is parallel to T2. This tangent is parallel to this tangent. Once again I am repeating the question beta. A circle is given, AB is its diameter and two tangent T1 and T2 passing through A and B, or you can say A and B are the point of contact for T1 and T2 and the circle. We have to prove these two tangents are parallel. Very easy. So easy beta, so easy. If you observe, if you remember class 9 or earlier classes, if two lines are there and a transversal is there and these angles are equal, then these are parallel. L1 will be parallel to L2. Yes or no? If two lines are parallel, a transversal is there, then alternate interior angles are equal. Yes or no? If alternate interior angles are equal, lines are parallel. Now we will use this and your proof will be, your theorem is done. Your theorem will be done. See, proof. Can I write here OA is 90 degree, therefore this angle 1 is 90. OA is radius T1 is tangent. OA will be perpendicular at the point of contact. Now, if you observe angle 2, this is radius, this is tangent, angle 2 is also 90 degree. Yes or no? See beta, what I am going to write. See, OA is radius and A is point of contact. Therefore, OA is perpendicular to T1. Therefore, angle 1 is 90 degree. Yes or no? Similarly, this is the symbol for similarly. Similarly, OB is radius and B is point of contact. Can I write? Therefore, OB is perpendicular to T2. OA is perpendicular to T1. OB is perpendicular to T2. OA is perpendicular. Therefore, angle 2 is 90 degree. Number 2. From 1 and 1 is 90, 2 is 90. Can I write from 1 and 2? From 1 and 2, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Yes or no? Angle 1 and 2 are equal. Now try to observe beta. Two lines are like this. One transversal is like this. These two angles are equal. It means these are equal. It means these are parallel. It means the lines are parallel. Okay. Now I am writing the reason here. And these are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles for which lines? For T1 and T2 as lines and AB as transversal. Always, whenever you are dealing with such question, show which parts are treating as lines and which line is treating as transversal. Okay. Here 1 and 2 we got 1 is equal to 2, and if you observe these are alternate interior angles. See beta, this is the line, this is the line, and this is the transversal. This is the transversal, and these angles are equal. Therefore, alternate interior angles are equal. If alternate interior angles are equal, lines are parallel. Hence, T1 is T2G. Hence, T1 is parallel to T2. T1 is parallel to T2. Take the screenshot. It was so simple, beta. Alternate interior angles equal, lines are parallel. Then take it screenshot. Set. Now, next question we are going to discuss. The question is question number 5. See everyone. Question number 5. Till then, I am roughing the board. You note the statement. You note the statement. Prove that perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. See beta, what is the theorem? So simple is that. See, we have learned radius to the tangent at point of contact is perpendicular. If we want to draw any perpendicular to the point of contact, has to pass through O, or it should be collinear with point of contact and center. From any other point, you want to draw perpendicular to the point of contact, surely it will pass through point of contact as well as through center. See, let me explain beta. Suppose this is the circle. This is the center, tangent, point of contact, and this is O. Okay. Now, if I want to draw perpendicular at this tangent at point of contact, I want to draw perpendicular to the tangent at point of contact. Okay, see, suppose I am drawing from here. First you can visualize, will it be perpendicular? OP is already perpendicular to this, then how it can be perpendicular? It is possible to draw the perpendicular, but in only if the case if Q was here. If Q is here, you can say QP is perpendicular to AB. Yeah, are you getting my point? Now this is just for observation. I am not going to solve the question right now. Firstly, I am trying to make you visualize the fact. See, what is the question? Every perpendicular should pass through center. Simple thing at the point of contact. See beta, suppose I want to draw from Q. Suppose Q is here. Can you say QP is perpendicular? This is for observation. No, no. What does it mean? It means this Q should be here. This Q should be here. Only in that case we can say QOP are collinear. QOP are collinear, otherwise not. Okay, now see. Now what is the theorem given to prove part? Then we will solve it. 5 by 10.2. So simple is question beta. Given a circle COR, AB is a tangent to this circle, P with P as a point of contact. With P as a point of contact. Point of contact. Yes or no, bete? Contact. Done. Now, to prove perpendiculars, give the short form, na? Perpendiculars at the point of contact, pass through center. Okay, perpendiculars at the point of contact pass through centers, or in other words you can take the terminology, the facts from the figure. See, perpendiculars at P should pass through O. Should pass through O. This is O beta, this is not Q, this is O. Okay, now see proof. Before proof, I want to make you understand one thing. See beta, suppose this is an angle AOB, yes or no? Everyone, please pay attention. If this fact is learned by you, the question is too much easy for you. That's why I am saying pay focus. AOB is an angle here, yes or no? Suppose A was here. The angle was like this. A was here. A was here. If A is here. Are you getting my point? It was the angle position of A. When I shifted toward this, the angle was decreasing. Yes or no? Angle was decreasing. At one point, suppose when A fall on B, the angle will be 0. Okay. See, when OAB became collinear, or you can say collinear, angle is 0. Yes or no? Here A was something, some obtuse angle. As I started to decrease, what I got OAB are collinear when angle is 0. When angle is 0, if I put A here, In this case, AOB are collinear if this is 180. 3 points are collinear if the angle made between them is 180 or 0 degree. Okay, I will use this property here. I will use this property here. See everyone, very simple question. Suppose this is angle 1 and I am saying this is angle 2. See beta, let Q is any point such that QP is perpendicular to AB. What I did here, I assumed, see beta, I assumed Q is any point such that QP is perpendicular to AP. Therefore, can I write angle 2 is 90? Yes or no? I assumed Q is any point from where QP is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, QPB will be 90, angle 2 is 90. Also, OP is perpendicular to AB. Why AB? Why OP is perpendicular to AB? Radius to the tangent. This is radius to the tangent. Then OP is perpendicular to AB. This is the theorem. This is the fact. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to AB means this angle. Whole angle 1 plus 2 will be 90. Yes or no? Here I assumed QP is perpendicular, therefore angle 2 became 0. Here OP is perpendicular to AB, this is the fact. From there angle 1, 2 is 90, from here angle 1 plus 2 is 90. Now if you observe, sorry, if you observe, can I write from 1 and 2, what will you get? You will get angle 1 plus 2 is equal to angle 2. Okay, therefore 2 will cancel 2. This implies that angle 1 is 0 degree. Yes or no? Angle 1 is 0. Angle 1 is 0. This implies that QOP are collinear. Collinear, yes or no? Okay, beta. Hence, this is proved. Hence, proved all the perpendiculars which has to be at point of contact P will definitely be collinear with O. Okay, done beta. Once again I am repeating the theorem. I assume this is perpendicular to this. I assumed QP is perpendicular to AB, therefore angle 2 became 90. OP is perpendicular to AB, this is the fact. 1 plus 2 is 90. 1 plus 2 is 90, angle 2 is 90. Comparing these, 1 plus 2 is equal to 2. 2 will cancel 2, angle 1 is 0. Angle 1 is 0, it means Q is not here. Actually, Q is here. That's why angle is 0, and in this case, OPQ are collinear. Last line, hence proved all perpendiculars to point of contact P should pass through O. Okay, the sum up line you can write by yourself. Okay, hence proved all perpendiculars to the point of contact P should pass through O. Done beta, take the screenshot. Okay, now question number next. If you are not able to understand any question beta, please rewind the video. Definitely all queries will be cleared. Try to focus, okay? Now, question number 8. So simple is that. See, there are two words beta, circumscribing and inscribing. Now see, here a circle is outside the triangle. Circle is circumscribing here. Circumscribing here. And triangle is inscribed here. Okay, which is inside. Done. And if you see here, the circle is inscribing, and the triangle is circumscribing. Got my point? Which is outside, the circumscribed word is used for that figure. Which is inside, the inscribing word is used for them. One more thing, beta. Suppose this is the triangle, this is the circle. This is also inside it, but this is not inscribing. Inscribing and circumscribing word are applicable for those figures where they are touching each other. Here all the three vertices are touching, and over the circle is touching all the three sides. Okay, this is not the inscribing case. Okay, this is not the inscribing case. Inscribing or circumscribing cases are there where the figures are touching each other or meeting each other. Done? Okay. Now see. Question number 8. Everyone read the statement, then I will tell you the theorem. Here is it is given that in question number 8, a circle is inscribing a quadrilateral or a quadrilateral is inscribing a circle. Okay. Now see. Here it is given like this. A figure is given like this. ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. And PQRS are the point of contacts. ABCD is a quadrilateral and PQRS are the point of contacts. And what the theorem state, beta? Whenever there is a quadrilateral which is circumscribing a circle, in that case, sum of opposite sides of the quadrilateral will be equal. AB plus DC is equal to AD plus BC. Done. This is the theorem we have to prove. Sum of opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle is equal. Done. This is question number 8, 10.2. Question number 8, 10.2. See what is given here. Here is a quadrilateral ABCD circumscribing a circle. A quadrilateral ABCD circumscribing a circle. Done. Where P, Q, R, S are point of contacts at sides AB, BC, CD, DA respectively. Because sides are touching the circle at P, Q, R, S respectively. Done? You have to mention each and everything. Okay? ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle, and P, Q, R, S are the point of contact for sides AB, BC, CD, DA. What we have to prove? We have to prove sum of opposite sides AB plus DC. AB plus DC is equal to AD plus BC. AD plus BC. AB plus DC. AD plus BC. Then we have to prove this. So simple is that. We all have done a theorem 10.2 that tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal. See here. This is the external point. and this is the tangent. AP and AS are tangents. AP and AS are tangents, yes or no? And tangents from the external point are equal. This is A, this will be A, yes or no? Yes or no? Then in the same way, if I observe, this is the tangent from external point B. Suppose this is B, it will be B also, yes or no? Done? Okay? This is the tangent, Suppose this is C, it will be C, okay? This length is ABCD. This length, CQ and CRB, DD. Everyone pay attention. I am considering the theorem, tangent drawn from the same external point are equal, and I used it. As we know that tangents drawn from same external point are equal. Therefore, AP is equal to AS. AP is equal to AS is equal to AC. Yes or no? BP is equal to BQ. BP is equal to BQ is equal to BC. I am assuming that these lengths are A, these lengths are B. CR is equal to CQ. CR is equal to CQ. C. Yes or no? In the same way, DS is equal to DR. DR is equal to DS, whatever it is. DC. Okay, I have mentioned here CQ and CD. This is D, this is C. I took it here, na? A, B, C, D, whatever you want to assume here, X, Y, Z, any variable you want to use. Now see beta, what we have to prove? This is equal to this. Okay, now see left hand side. What is left hand side? AB plus DC. AB plus DC. What is AB? AP PB. AP plus PB. What is DC? DRRC. DRRC. Yes or no? What is AB? AP. A, PBB, DRC, RC, D. Okay? This is your left hand side. Left hand side is A plus B plus C plus D. Now right hand side. Now right hand side. Your right hand side is this AD plus BC. AD plus BC. What is AD? AD. AS SD. AS SD. Yes or no? What is BC? BQ QC. BQ QC. Yes or no? Done? Now see beta. What is AS? A. What is SD? SD. C. What is BQ? B. What is QC? QC. D. C. Both are equal, yes or no? Then finally hence proved AB plus DC is equal to AD plus BC. Sum of opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle are equal. It was so simple. AB plus DC, AD plus BC. What we used this theorem. As we know that tangents drawn from same external point are equal. AP, AS, BP, BQ, CR, CQ, DR, DS. And all we assumed